Good morning and welcome to this week's episode of Coffee and Cabinets. So here I am back at the remodel on Holland Patent. On today's episode, I'm going to give you a look at the brand new flooring we installed, as well as the remodel completed in the downstairs bathroom. And then I am going to show you a really cool custom wood accent wall that we installed adjacent to the kitchen and a little piece in the kitchen. Right at the entry, we did slate floor tiles. And then starting in the entry, moving through to the living room, down the hallway into the kitchen, and then wrapping around to the back entrance, we did beautiful hickory flooring. So follow along and I'll show you from beginning to end. I am in the completed downstairs bath remodel. So you'll see here we utilized this whole back wall for cabinetry and countertop space. Starting all the way on this end, we did a tall linen cabinet for your additional storage. So this is perfect for towels, toiletries, things that require a little bit more space than what we could fit in a base cabinet. But it's also a nice way to end that run so you don't have to worry about more exposed wall, and it keeps your walls a little bit safer for using the vanity top. You'll see here that this open space is meant for a nice makeup vanity spot. She did also include a really cute vintage stool underneath. This custom panel here is just to hide and give a little bit more support to the underside of the stone. And it of course matches everything else, so it pulls your linen cabinet all the way through to your vanity base cabinet with a drawer set and full height doors to hide your plumbing. This countertop is one of my favorites that we've recently done for a vanity. This is Glacier Wave Quartzite, so it is a completely natural stone. Every piece is very unique, and you'll see that the variation throughout this piece, even from one end to the other, you can see just how much it changes and how natural it really looks. We did also finish it off with a 4-inch backsplash around the back and the left side for, again, a little bit of extra protection for your wall and to really drive home the gorgeous, gorgeous properties of this quartzite. Because if we could add a little more, why wouldn't we? So a really cool accent to finish off this project is this custom wood accent wall that we did here at the entrance to the kitchen leading down the hallway. You'll see that we also did up top in the kitchen, we did a custom accent pieces there as well, and let me show you that too. I am here with Gina, one of our most wonderful customers. We are in her home, and as you've seen, we did a lot of work in her house. We did a complete kitchen renovation. We did a brand new vanity in her downstairs bathroom. We did all brand new flooring, baseboards, ceiling, all brand new lighting, tile, new quartz countertops. We were here with Gina for a long time. She doesn't seem sick yet.
1 year long.
And she still wants to hang out with us, so I think that's a really good sign. So Gina, just really quickly, can you tell me what was your favorite part about the whole process? Whether it was the design, the actual installation, what was your favorite part about everything?
I will say that when the construction started, even the demolition, which was noisy and there was chaos, I was so happy that I couldn't even contain myself. My kids didn't even know who I was. They were like, "Why are you so happy?" So yeah, that was exciting. Just to see everything go and just start from scratch.
I'm so glad that you found that interesting. Demolition always gives me a little bit of agita.
I like chaos. That's probably why we're still friends.
You heard it here, folks. Being that everything's now done, what would you have changed about the process?
There's nothing about the design that I would change. I think because I have a background as an artist, I knew what I wanted right away. So like I already had a vision, and so as far as all of the design, the way that it looks right now, 0. I love it. I am so happy I can't contain myself.
I'm so glad. Now that everything is in, if you had to pick one favorite component, whether it's tile, flooring, handles, what is your one most favorite component of all the stuff we did? I'm totally going to put you on the spot.
I will say the wood on the ceiling and on the wall It seemed like a crazy idea when I first talked about it. No one could understand why I wanted it, but I really love the way it looks. I feel like it makes the whole space so much warmer and inviting, and it gives a little bit of that rustic touch that I wanted without being too country.
Yeah, it's not too cabiny, but we have that look.
Yeah.
I love it. So if you were to recommend somebody else start a full remodel, and maybe not to the extent, I know we did a lot here, what would your biggest piece of advice be to a homeowner undertaking a remodel or about to undertake a remodel?
Know what you want a little bit ahead of time. Like, understand the style that you want, maybe the color scheme, the feeling that you want, and do research. Go on the computer, go on Pinterest, look at pictures, get inspiration before you start, because then I think it makes it easier once the whole project gets rolling.
Yeah. I like that. It's always a big help as a designer when a client knows already kind of what they're looking for. Maybe not exact choices, of course, but a nice scheme it's a good way to start.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to answer some of my questions. We're going to take another look at the completed work, take some close-up shots, and show just a little bit more of the detail work, and then we'll get to cooking. Thanks, Gina.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode. I'm so glad you've stuck around for part 2. Do not forget, come back next week, next Saturday morning as always, for part 3 of this series, where we will be doing an in-home cooking event where we're going to follow along, learn how to cook some of Gina's favorite recipes, and cook on camera for you. See you next week.